heard you've been spending a lot of time at your auntie house. How's the couch life?
Got my woman and my baby living there. It's hard, man. But you know, everybody can't do what you do.
Really, what I do getting played out, Dre. Where the money at?
Why you gotta be so ruthless, cuz?
I'll make a few changes.
Where you think you going?
I'm just trying to get home.
That's my son.
You need to get back in the house or I will ruin your night.
I gotta talk to my moms like that.
I want to first start off saying you're a huge inspiration coming from South Central, being a filmmaker. You're like the name they kept telling me about, so thank you for that.
Thank you, I appreciate that, man.
I was really impressed with this movie because I'm pretty young. I just turned 21, and watching what happens to NWA, like I've heard of NWA, but I didn't know everything that happened with him.
Sure.
So seeing, you know, all the events that took place, you really documented that well. So I want to ask you, what kind of pressure did you feel making this movie? Because, you know, everyone knows about NWA.
Immense pressure. Because everyone knows NWA, there's a lot of pressure to get it right. You know, these guys changed a lot of lives inside of Los Angeles, outside of Los Angeles, did transcend different cultures and different genres of music. And, you know, people have their version of and their story of NWA, and it affected how it affected them. They said, get it right, they want to get it right. That was a lot of pressure, but I'm a fan, so it made it a little easier for me to do that.
You had to change the situation. Would you take it?
Just hit that first beat hard, all right? You cruising down the street.
All right. Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Hey, that was dope.
One thing that the film touched on, which I'm glad it did, was the whole police brutality taking place. Do you think there's any current rappers, because NWA was really popular with speaking against social injustices. Do you think there's any current rappers that continue to do that?
Kendrick Lamar. I think Kendrick Lamar is kind of taking the torch and he's running with it. I think that J. Cole is,
rapper right now,
you know, stepping up and, you know, doing conscious things. And, you know, I think NWA started a lot of this stuff and these guys are continuing it.
You're listening to Compton's very own Ice Cube, Eazy-E, and Dr. Dre. I gotta tell you, you are witnessing history.
People are scared of you guys. You have a unique voice. The world needs to hear it.
They want NWA? Let's give them NWA.
You have a very diverse slate of films. Can you talk about not being boxed in as a filmmaker and continuing to do different genres of films?
That was the whole point for me. You know, I come from the hood. I didn't go to film school. And, you know, while I know how to tell hood stories and, you know, some of them are my favorite stories, I always knew I was capable of doing anything. And so I set out to do that. So, you know, when you see Friday, you know, you can't say it's the same guy who did the Italian Job, or when you watch Set It Off, it's not Be Cool, and Be Cool's not Law-Abiding Citizen. So I just wanted to show a range of, you know, creativity, and you know, it's all come full circle now with Outta Compton, and I think Outta Compton is probably some of my best work.
Last question would be, there's a little bit of buzz going around about you because Marvel announced they're doing a Black Panther movie. I read an article this morning that said your name might be in the running to be directing it. What do you think of that? Would you like to direct a superhero movie?
I would love to direct a superhero movie. We'll see what happens, man. You know, if it's right, I'm there.
Sweet. Well, like I said, I really enjoyed the movie, man.
Thank you,
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
This is only the tip of the iceberg, gentlemen. What's going on? What do you have in that bag?
Are you kidding me?
You can't take that in a bus.
When I'm called off, I got a sawed off. Squeeze the trigger and bodies all hauled off.
Your songs glamorize gangs and drugs.
Our art is a reflection of our reality.
You guys supposed to be somewhere?
These are artists.
Rap is not an art.
You cannot come down here and harass my clients because of what they look like.
I promise you, things gonna be different from here on out.
Listen, to be honest with you, I don't know anything about hip-hop, but I know that you're special.
You want to be involved with this gangster life? Here we go.
Speak a little truth and people lose their mind.
This isn't the Crips and Bloods. This is a threat from the federal government.
They trying to tell us what we can't play. This man WA. Yo, Dre.
What up?
I got something to say.
We can keep going, man. We can take over the goddamn world.
Get a little gust of wind and I'm